Peace. So we back in effect right now. We coming back with yesterday's question of why do we say the original man has 7.5 ounces of brain? And we got some very, very good answers. You know, I'm gonna go with some of these answers, and then I'm gonna add on at the end. So God Cipher Divine said 7 represents the God mind in a state of perfection. The 1/2 is knowledge and wisdom coming together to born a clear and proper understanding. So that's peace. You know, we got the examiner. The examiner says brain refers to intellectual capacity, not necessarily the actual organ. Ounces are not just weight, it's also volume or capacity. The number 7 is associated with godly intuition, inner wisdom, inward knowing, and is highly associated with God. The 1/2 is showing the difference between the actual human family and mankind, or kind of man. Now, Supreme Justice gave us a very good answer here, right? If we convert 7.5 ounces to grams, we get 212. The actual human brain weighs 1,400 grams, which is 3 pounds. Convert that to ounces is 49 ounces. We say it's 7.5 because it's our power that the devil is nothing in comparison to. 212 and 32, hence the 32nd degree and the 1 of 40, both equal up to 5, which is power. Power in the supreme alphabet is E, which is equality. When 1 is stuck in 6 and can't rise above, they are frozen at 32 degrees. So their power is nothing in comparison to that of the original man. 212 is water boiling at its highest point. The highest point is God, 7, and his knowledge and wisdom, symbolic to mind and body, is all powerful, and there's no limit to it, meaning infinite. Peace. So yeah, that was it. That was a very good answer. I like the way everybody added on to the mathematics. I'm going to add on to which I was building on right here, right? And the guy hit a point right here that if you go into the medical literature, I don't know how many attempted to do that, but if you go into the medical literature, it tells you that the brain weighs 49 ounces, right? Now, if you also look in the medical literature, it tells you that the cerebrum, right? If you know about the parts of the brain, you got the cerebrum, you got the brainstem, and you got the cerebellum, right? It tells you that the cerebrum is 85% of the weight of the total brain, right? All the parts. So what you got to do here to dig a little bit deeper is do some math, right? So 85% of 49 ounces is 41.65 ounces. And when you take 49 and you subtract the 41.65 ounces, that is the cerebrum, you're left with 7.35 ounces. Now, we know these are general numbers. We don't know whose brain they measure. And we also know that you can't measure a person's brain while they're alive because they're using it. You got to take it out in order to put it on a scale. What you're dealing with that weighs the 7.5, right, are all the involuntary parts of the brain that control all the autonomic functions, like you breathing and your heart beating and all of that, and your motor coordination, the brain stem, the cerebellum, the thalamus, the hypothalamus, the pituitary gland, all of these things that, you know, we don't necessarily have conscious control over. This is the part of the brain that weighs 7.5 ounces. This is just to demonstrate to you that Elijah did not pull these numbers out the air. For everybody who drew it up mathematically, I want to say peace. So now for today's question, we're going to take it a little bit higher up, right? At what temperature does sound travel at the rate of 1,120 feet per second? And why did they pick that temperature to record the speed of sound? Put the answer in the comments. I'll get back to y'all tomorrow with the answer. Peace.